Hi folks, how you doing? It's Des Catties. What I'm going to do in this video is a little bit different really today. I'm going to be going crapping a pheasant. Last week when I was out with the dog, Rosie collared this pheasant for us. So what I'm going to do now, nice cock pheasant. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to basically prepare this to be cooked. Alright, so we'll go through the process now, showing you how I sort of remove all the feathers and the guts and stuff like that. So stay with me if you can. Right, so all you need for this is obviously a sharp knife. In this case I'm using my using a Mora. I've got a couple of bowls of water on the side, and then here we go with the pheasant. Now what I tend to do is, I mean obviously there's a number of ways you can do this, but the method that I'm going to show you is basically quite a quick and simple way of actually removing most of the animal from the skin and and the feathers. So what I need to do first, I need to basically spread the wings out and place a foot on either side of the wings. Okay, then once we do that, we grab hold of the claws and then we slowly pull up, and then you'll see what starts to happen. Just try and get your feet in as close to the body as possible. I'm trying to do it by trying to keep it in the camera at the same time. Okay, now so keeping hold of the claws, what we're going to do now is just stretch up nice and slowly and pull. Okay, and as you can see there, what starts to happen is we've basically sort of removed most of the animal. We've basically removed it all in one hit. Okay, so it saves a lot of arsing about. There's the grain and all that stuff it's been eating, the yellow bits of the fat. I'll take all the bits and pieces out. Ideally it's better to do it on a piece of newspaper, so it saves your wife giving you a bollocking with blood, blood all over the kitchen floor. So what I'll do now is just keep the knife close to the bone and then start to remove the wings and the stuff that we don't really need. This has been hanging in the shed for about a week, so which is enough for my liking. Some people, I know, talking to one of my mates who used to work in a game dinners, used to say some people like it when the meat goes green, and I'm not sure if I could stomach that one, but there you go, some people do tend to like it like that. And there we go. So you can do whatever you like with the rest of it. And obviously try not to get the feathers stuck to your hand, but that's why you keep a bowl of water available for stuff such as that. So if I just take a bowl of water off the side, and then I'll just soak that in water. I mean, the good thing, I mean, you know, good or bad, however you look at it, I mean, you know, this has been caught by my dog, and she's basically being the terrier that she is, she's a choker. She's kind of like a biter and a shaker. So there's no lead shot in there. It hasn't been shot by a shotgun or anything like that. it really is, you know, the meat really has been kind of untouched really. So there we go. So what I'll do now is I'll put it up on the side, and then I'm going to just take all the meat, or fillet all the meat off the actual skeleton, and then I'll allow that to soak. I'll normally put it in another bowl with some salty water or lemon juice, and that takes some of the gaminess away from it, because I know with the likes of my wife, she's not keen on sort of game meat and the like, so she always says it tastes a bit bloody or metally, like some people say, that gamey taste, that lactic acid build up if you like. So I'll be doing that and placing it into another bowl. So I'll come back to you shortly once I've washed my hands and the like. What I'll do, as I say, I've now just rolled up, I've kept some of the feathers, and what I'll do is I'll leave a bowl of water on the floor for the time being, because when your hands start getting wet, the feathers stick to you like anything, and you end up just plucking, you know, sticking them from one hand to the other. If I'll just show you, it's really difficult to get them off. It's like it's like having sort of glue on your hands, and it's just going from one part to the next. Okay, so what I'll do now is I've kept some of the feathers, and what I'll do with the rest of it, I'll just place it in a bag with the newspaper, and you've got no mess on the floor, and that can be dumped as need be. And I can also get rid of the water and the rest of the feathers there. Okay, so continuing on then, I've still got a piece of newspaper on the side. And just out of the picture here, I've got two bowls of water. So I've got one for the to put the pheasant in, and the other one was just where it's leaving to soak. Now what I'll do is I'll show you just a little bit. I'm not going to go into too much about filleting it. I mean, it's a matter of just getting it as close to the bone as you can, and taking advantage of, you know, of as much meat on there as you can. So as you can see there, I'm just running the knife slowly, ensuring that my fingers are out the way. And I'm just removing the main part of the flesh away from the actual skeleton. So I kind of just let the knife slowly run round, sort of guide the meat, and then when I get so far around the skeleton, sorry, and then when I get so far, I'll try and there's the spine at the top there, and then what I'll do is I'll just cut that off, and then there's one nice steak there, and I'll put that away. I've got Rosie hanging around, so she definitely deserves one, so she can have some meat there. Do you want it? Do you want it or not? No, she's not taking that, so I have to leave that bit on the side there. Normally she'll eat a bit of raw meat. So there we go. Alright, so what I'll do is I'll turn the camera off, because you don't want to watch me just doing all this, and then I'll come back to you with the final result. So there, really, that's all we have left of the skeleton from the pheasant. Okay, I could boil that up and add that to the, you know, to sort of like, to make some sort of gravy, or you know, something to add to the pheasant. But what I'm going to do now is that lot. I'm going to put a little bit, I don't think I've got any lemon juice, so I might have to put just a tiny bit of salt in there, and then I'll leave that to soak overnight in the fridge, just to get rid of all that gamey sort of lactic acid. Alright, so there it is. Thanks for watching, folks. That really was just a quick video on my sort of take on how I do it. I'm no butcher, I'm nothing special, but that kind of works for me, both out in the field and obviously in the kitchen. Alright, so again, appreciate your comments, suggestions and all that sort of stuff. Alright, take care, folks, all the best.